Hockey Dude. The Hockey Dude. The Hockey Dude.
What's up, hockey fans? How we doing tonight? It is cold in my little streaming area. Cold, cold, cold tonight. It was a beautiful day out here in New York. 50 degrees and sunny after it rained all morning. It was crazy, man. Crazy. What a beautiful day we had. I am pleasantly surprised. Andy, what's up, buddy? How goes it tonight, man? Are you contemplating anything about my simulated hockey league offer to you? Man. So what we're going to do to start things off is we're going to give a little reminder. Next Friday, February 12th at 6 p.m. when we go live, we are going to present this means you, the Twitch streamer fan, you, the hockey fan, you, the fantasy hockey fan. You want to play Armchair GM with us? Here's what you got to do. You got to put together a team where you can only choose 2 players per draft year to be constructed and fit within the current salary cap using their current salaries. You are allowed to have 1 player that is exempt from that salary cap, and that will be your franchise player. This is going to be presented next Friday night. There's barely any games scheduled. We can go as long as we need to, depending on how many of you want to bring your team forward. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm about 3/4 of the way done with my team. I've done a lot of homework on this. I've made a list of guys I would love to have on the team and went through each and every draft year, went to capfriendly.com to get all the cap numbers, used Wikipedia. I've been going back and forth, staying up late because I'm having so much fun with this, and I hope that you guys want to get involved. I know Andy and Jose, who are frequent visitors and frequent chatters with me on the Hockey Dude stream, they're really excited about it. They're getting their teams put together, so this is really, really going to be a really good time. I'm hoping to see a lot of you come next Friday. Yeah, man, we're going to have a great time with that. I'd just like to give a little reminder that you can see there that I have a little box that says donations. I'm trying to get the donations for my streamer subscription. That's what I'm hoping that the donations will come in for. I'm trying to get a little bit of help to get towards my goal. So yeah, we got a few days to go, and that's about it on that front. So Andy, you're getting offers that finally come in on the Sim League, huh? I hope they're good offers, bud. If you want to shoot any my way so I know what I'm competing with, no, I'm just kidding. Andy, I don't doubt it, man. I don't doubt it. You just won a championship in one of our sim leagues. Oh, by the way, I have feelers out on FHLSim.com and HFboards.com for their sim league sections. I put out some feelers. Um, Andy and myself are really big in the sim leagues. We're looking for a fresh start sim league. We're looking to find something to rebuild, restart, retool away from the current teams that we're currently involved with. We're not shying away from those leagues. They're still our number ones, but we really would like to add a third that's a fresh start, snake draft, full rosters. Let's rock and roll. Let's create our own team. Let's be the new Seattle Kraken. We want to be the new Seattle Kraken for the simulator leagues. That's what we want to be. Am I right, Andy? Yeah, I saw a bunch for STHS. I don't like STHS. The program is kind of cool, but I feel like FHL Sim, I've seen a lot more leagues do the online GM editor like we do in both of our leagues. And I think that makes it a lot easier to work it on the fly. Like I could set my lines from my iPad, from my phone, from whatever, you know? So I think it makes it a lot easier and a lot more fun if we can get a league that has a website with an online GM editor. Yeah, it really is. It's way too involved. The STHS simulator for fantasy hockey leagues, sim leagues that is way too involved. I agree with you 100%, man. I don't like all that goes into it. Right? We could do it right from the palm of our hands. so, so every day I put out a predictions blog. I am currently on the season 95 and 62. So I am 33 games above 500 on the year, on the season so far. I know it's been really, really early. We're really, really short lived on the season, but I think my record speaks for itself so far. You can find all my predictions at thehockeydude10.blogspot.com. Again, that's thehockeydude10.blogspot.com. I'm going to go ahead and read you my predictions for tonight. I think the Flyers bounce back. I think Moose has been a great band-aid for them in the pipes. Pardon me. And I think that he comes in and he finally gives us a win over Boston. The Flyers take out the Bruins 4-2. The Red Wings, they're going to have a tough season. It's unfortunate. They're just going to have a tough season, especially playing Tampa. I think Tampa comes out of this one 3-1. The Panthers put up a fight last night, but the real Bobrovsky, I guess, is the current Bobrovsky. And they wound up losing that game in OT. Philip Forsberg, have yourself a night. Jonathan Huberdeau, have yourself a night. Have yourself a night. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But I think the Panthers pull it out tonight. The Cats feast on the prey, on the Predators, 3-2. I got the Golden Knights taking out the Kings 4-1. I know the Kings have some COVID issues, some injury issues. I think even though the Knights haven't played in a few days, they're going to pick up right where they left off. And as for the Battle of California, I think that the Sharks pull this one out over the Ducks tonight, 4-3 in overtime. So those are my predictions for tonight. I hope I can win you guys some shekels. Again, my record on the season, I am 95 and 62 keeping tallies on the season. I've actually predicted in all of the games that have been played in the 24 nights of hockey that we've had, I've predicted 10 actual scores spot on, which include either overtime or shootout finals. I'm 10 and 136, so I can't give you the actual score. Yeah, I love me some Huberdeau too, man. He had a phenomenal night last night. I think he had 5 points. And I think Philip Forsberg had 5 points. But Huberdeau had the hat trick. Also, have yourself a night. Jason Spezza. Old man Spezza with the trick. How you doing, man? Give me some old man Spezza tricks. And Simmer. Simmer and Jordy Ben had a great fight last night. Simmer coming out with some lefts. I was shocked, man. What a fisticuffs. So that was pretty good to see. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? Oh, there's okay, so there is actually 17 players for the New Jersey Devils that are currently on the COVID-19 protocol list. You got Bastian, Bratt, Carrick, Gusev, Hughes, Johnson, Kulikov, Kukkonen, McLeod, Palmieri, Severson, Sharangovich, Smith, Tennyson, Vatanen, Zaka, and Zajac. So I guess their games are canceled. Not that they haven't been, but, it's going to be a little while. That's a lot of players on the COVID list. That's a lot to overcome, man. I wish them all a speedy recovery. I pray for all of them. For any of you, I say this almost every single stream. Anybody that's been affected by COVID in any way, friends, family, loved ones, I wish you all the best, speedy recoveries. I pray to God that everybody comes out of it and that this vaccine actually brings us into a new normal, if you will. Andy, I'll be honest with you. I think they may go bubble again for the playoffs. Maybe have like a week off just to quarantine everybody and go bubble. I know they can't do it for a full season, but it worked so well last year. That or the vaccine is amazing. Everybody gets it, and we don't have to worry about this anymore. Wishful thinking, quite obviously, but that's what I'm holding in my heart to become something that is a viable hope one day. Congratulations to Chris Drury. Chris Drury has been officially named the Associate General Manager of the New York Rangers for whatever that means. And let's see what else we got going on around the league tonight. Got 5 games on the tube, which is good. I think everybody will enjoy that. Okay. So, let's see what else we got. Head coach Peter DeBoer is healthy and back with the team. He confirmed that Alex Pietrangelo will not be available for tonight's game as he continues to observe COVID-19 protocols. Nick Holden and Dylan Coughlin will be in the lineup tonight. Dylan Coughlin, a prospect to keep your eyes on, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Good for Willie. The Carolina Hurricanes have hired Justin Williams as special advisor to the general manager. Good for you, Willie. Good for you. Yeah, I think you're right, Andy. I think first and second rounds are interdivisional. Let's see what else we got around. Tony Grosnick and Dominic Toninato have cleared waivers today. NHL announces updates to their regular season. Arizona at St. Louis was changed from March 29th to February 6th. And Arizona at St. Louis was changed from March 31st to February 8th. We're doing around the league updates right now. Avalanche games were postponed through February 11th. So that's pretty much the news around the league. Wouldn't that be something, Andy? An original 6 Cup Finals. As Andy said, Boston and Toronto in the Cup Finals. That would be crazy. Do you think Toronto has the talent to go all the way? No disrespect. It's a legitimate question. Do you think Freddie Anderson could carry them to the promised land? If he gets hot, just like any goalie on any playoff team, if they get hot at the right time, anything is possible. The sky's the limit. Fair enough. And this is coming from a fan. You're an amazing hockey mind, and I respect your opinions. And that's why I appreciate you being here to chat with me. It is not likely. I do agree with you 100%. I don't think Boston makes the Cup Finals as well as they've played. I just don't think they have enough. Well, currently they are. So enjoy it while it's there. Currently they are right where they need to be. As are the Boston Bruins. You got two top teams in their divisions right now. In a hope and a dream, pardon me, for a Cup Finals. That'd be pretty cool. I obviously would love to see my Flyers back in the Cup Finals. I'd love to see a Flyers Vegas Cup Finals. That'd be a lot of fun. That would be a great finals. Obviously, I'm being a homer and being biased as I wear my Vegas shirt tonight. Vegas born, baby. I'm not. I'm born and raised in New York. I lived in Tampa, Florida for a year. I since moved back, and I'm here now. Here in New York, back where I was born and raised. I got to deal with Rangers fans, Islanders fans, Devils fans, and Pittsburgh fans. I got to deal with 4 team fandoms. 2 right in my backyard on a daily basis. A lot of my friends. A lot of people that I grew up with. I have to deal with banter, and I love it. I love every second of it. I want more. I want you to come at me when we lose, and I want you to be able to take it when I dish it back when we win. I say we like they write my paycheck. No, I think they're gonna stay um, riding the hot wave. I don't think either one would be placed in a bubble, if you will, of number one. I don't think Vegas needs to do that. I don't think Robin Leonard or Marc-Andre Fleury need to be number ones. I think they both play well when they have to, and it's it's top 3 tandems in hockey with Montreal and Boston. Um, so I don't think that happens, Andy. What do you think? What say you, buddy? Hockey fans, come on in and let's talk some hockey. I'm the hockey dude. I love to talk hockey. I'd love to hear your questions. I'd love to know your opinions. I want to know who you are, where you're from, what team you root for, why you root for them, when you started watching hockey. All of the above, and then some. And get prepared for next Friday. Next Friday is going to be a lot of fun. I really hope you guys jump in and contribute with us. I'm really excited about it. I'm really, really excited about the homework that I get to finish and all that jazz. Uh, as I stated, Andy, I agree 100%, man. I think it's a perfect scenario that they have going on there. And, if I'm them, I wouldn't want it any other way. Of course, both of them are going to lose some, but ride that hot hand when they put together. Uh, if they have a strong, solid win, it's not a back-to-back. That's the other thing, which is why it's such a beneficial situation for them, Andy, because with this current schedule, with the way the NHL is made up for the new normal, if you will, that we're going through, it's perfect to have them in a 50-50. It'd be perfect to do that around the league if a lot of teams could. But a lot of teams can't. And it's going to hurt them more than it's going to help them. Unless you're Vancouver, then you're screwed both ways. And every way to Sunday, and then some. But I think even in teams like Pittsburgh, you know what? Tristan Jarry's starting to play better in net, and the Smith, I forget his first name. He's been playing really well. He's having a solid season. A team like Chicago is going to have a hard time unless Malcolm Subban can find a way to give a fight to Kevin Lankinen. Lankinen's made 100 saves on I don't know, I'm going to say 106 shots over his last 3 games. Rookie of the Year candidate, undrafted, free agent. Well, the last time Pittsburgh did anything was before they let Marc-Andre Fleury walk. I guess they didn't have a choice, really. Vancouver, case in point, they should have never let Markstrom walk. For Holtby, no less. Holtby's destroying a couple of my fantasy teams. Really disappointed in drafting him. Really disappointed. But yeah, Pittsburgh, the days of Marc-Andre Fleury are well behind them. Matt Murray, kudos. Tristan Jarry, I don't think is. I know I've said before that they're playing better, but I don't think he's a cup-capable goaltender. I don't think that team is anymore. I think it's time to shake it up and break it down. If you want my honest opinion, send Letang somewhere where he can finish strong and dominate. Send Malkin somewhere where maybe he turns his season around. What a pitiful season Evgeny Malkin's having. Am I right? What a pitiful season. I'm utterly surprised by it, too. Well, it's going to be tough for a lot of teams next year, Andy. It's going to be tough for a lot of teams because you got that expansion draft. You got those Kraken waiting to just get their. What do Kraken have? Do they have tentacles? They waiting to get their tentacles on players? What do Kraken have? I don't even know what the hell Kraken have. What is the Kraken? Is it fictional? I think it's fictional. They probably can't afford the extension. But is free agency going to be fun next year? Or rather, this year in the offseason? We say next year, so it's just something that just flows off the tongue because we're so used to, up next year, up next year. Season started. It's just been crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Is it fictional? Do they have tentacles? Can anybody out there come in and give us some clarification on what the Seattle Kraken are? Are they a fictional aquatic creature? That is the best way to put it. You don't think so, Andy? You think because of you think no draft at all? Oh, that's interesting. Do you think there's going to be no draft at all? So Owen Power and Luke Hughes and all these other kids that have been striving to get drafted and play in the National Hockey League, you think they're all asked out? Oh man, I want to hear this. Tell me more. Tell me more. I'm staring at the chat like I'm waiting for the winning lotto numbers to come out. Wow. Wow. I am not caught up on that. That is interesting. May not be terrible. May not be a terrible situation, but definitely interesting. Wow. Back-to-back drafts next year. Woo. Which is why these vaccines got to work, man. These vaccines need to really do their job. I mean, this COVID running rampant throughout the streets is just, it's enough. and I know the entire world shares the same sentiments, but it is enough. It's ruining families. It's ruining people's lives. It's crazy, unfortunate. It's ruining hockey. Let's put everything else behind us. Let's go into our little shell. Let's go into our little bubble. It's ruining hockey. The one thing we've been looking forward to, us passionate diehard fans, the ones of us that watch hockey every night, it doesn't matter if it's our team playing or the late night game on TSN Hockey Night in Canada. Doesn't matter what it is, we're watching it. Wednesday night hockey on NBCSN here in the States. You know, we're watching it, man. We're passionate about hockey. You want to watch the Ducks and the Kings, and you don't care for either team, you're going to watch the Ducks and the Kings, whether or not you care for either team. And it's awesome. And it's why we can have conversations like this, because we go around the league. We don't just keep it home. And that's why hockey fans are some of the best, most passionate fans in the world. You can't compare with soccer in Europe or in like South America. You know, obviously in England, it's insanity. You probably can't compare with American football. I'd like to think that it's starting to come up on baseball. Um, Interesting enough. I'm trying to think, basketball is kind of interesting too. I don't really follow basketball, so I don't know how the fan base is with basketball. But in all honesty, outside of probably soccer and American football, I think when it comes to passionate fans, we're there, man. We're there. Dude, I do the same thing, man. Ice times, what guys like Suter on the Blackhawks. Yeah, man. Hockey nerds for life. I wish there were more of us. And I wish there were more of you that wanted to talk hockey with us, because we would love it. It's great conversations every stream I have. Great conversations because of you guys. Has nothing to do with me. Has everything to do with you. We had Rugger Jim come in last night out of the blue from Montana. Rugby player. Wanted to know about hockey. Me, Jose, and Andy, we were telling him about hockey. And it was a great conversation. You know, he asked me my opinion on the Boston Bruins, and I gave him an honest opinion. But the weekend is here. It's a Friday night. We're talking hockey for a few more minutes. If you want to jump in and chat with us, come on in. Let's talk some hockey. The stream wants you. I'm just here to make it flow. The stream wants you. Come on in. Talk some hockey with your fellow hockey passion fan. Let's do this. Let's do this. Excuse me. I have Flyers Bruins. Puck drop is about 21, 22 minutes from now. I'm really looking forward to tonight's game. I hope we have a bounce back from the other night, which was very disappointing. You can't be taking bad penalties, Scott Lawton. You can't be giving. Oh, is Pasta a phenomenal player or what? I mean, the puck just bounces in the net for him. The first goal was off Ivan Provorov's stick. It was going wide. Deflects off his stick and goes in the net. And the haters want to blame Hart. It wasn't his fault. Oh. Oh. All right, I need to think about that one for a second. Who's yours? So Andy asked me who my favorite NHLer in their prime is that's not a Philadelphia Flyers player, because obviously I'm a Flyers fan. Fair enough. As a hockey fan, I can answer this question. Um, this is a tough one, Andy. In their prime, I don't know if Toffoli's in his prime anymore. I think, what is he, like 32 or 33 years old? Wow, man. This is quite the question. Alex Tuck, Philip Forsberg, Matthew Tkachuk. Uh, man, oh man. Zach Whitecloud. There's a name for you, huh? McKinnon is phenomenal. McDavid is self-explanatory. Quinn Hughes. Man. Man, oh, I'm starting to like this kid, Kevin Lankinen. I'm a big goalie guy, if you haven't gotten that by now. I'm a big fan of the goalies. Big fan of those guys that take beatings every night with pucks being shot at them 100 miles an hour, and they want to actually throw their body in front of it instead of away from it. Man, there's Andy, there's so many answers to that question. There's so many different ways I can make it flow. Big fan of that kid Nick Suzuki in Montreal. Love Tyler Toffoli. Loved him since he was a King. Ah, man, who would be my favorite? Who would be my favorite player in their prime? It's not on the Flyers. It wouldn't be on the Penguins. I'm a big fan. This is gonna make you laugh. I'm a big fan of Pavel Buchnevich on the Rangers. I screw all these names up, and I'm part Russian. You'd think I'd get them right. Panarin's fun to watch. Matthew Barzal is fun to watch. I'd have to throw names into a hat, Andy, and pick one out. Because I really feel like there's so many. From all the leagues, fantasy-wise, like Yahoo head-to-heads and Rotisier drafts and the sim leagues that we're in, you start to really develop an emotional attachment to Pavel Buchnevich on the New York Rangers, number 89. He's a pretty good little player there. Unfortunately, it's the local team, so I get to watch a lot of them. I don't watch them often, but when I do, I hear his name a lot. I got him in a couple of my leagues, so it's always fun to watch him put up a point or two. But yeah, like I was saying, Andy, dude, for me, I'd have to throw a dozen or so names into a hat, mix them around, pull out a name and say, okay, that's my flavor of the week. I'm like Baskin Robbins, dude, when it comes to favorite players, especially in their prime. I'm Baskin Robbins, 31 flavors. Give me somebody from every team, a couple from one team, because I probably won't have any Penguins, any Devils. I have a Ranger guy on there, so then again, who knows? It's not impossible. Panarin's a lot of fun to watch. Oh, you got to watch a Ranger game, man. You got to catch one game. If there's nothing else on that night or the Leafs aren't playing and you could catch a game, watch a Ranger game because Panarin's just incredible. He's just a phenomenal talent. To think nobody drafted him. Undrafted. Superstar. Yet Nikolai Zherdev and Alexander Daig and Nail Yakupov and Patrick Steffen and Dylan McElrath and Griffin Reinhardt and so many others along the way just couldn't cut it. But they passed over guys like the Breadman, Artemi Panarin. Are you kidding me? Insanity, man. Insanity. 6:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Getting close to the puck drop in the Flyers-Bruins game that I'm really excited to watch tonight. What do you say, Andy? Got anything else for me? Or do we wrap this up? Gave it a good fun 30 minutes with a quick run around the league. Some nice impromptu talk. Always love when you're here, Andy. You make it a lot of fun. I miss Jose. I wish he was here. It's Friday. Maybe something happened at work. You had to stay a little late. Who knows? Who knows? You were here. I hope I can get more of you in for next week. I really want to see you guys on Friday. I really want to see the hockey fan come out on Friday. Oh, Andy, go do what you got to do, brother. Enjoy your Friday night. Get that kid a binky. Put some of Grandpa's cough medicine on it. Watch how quick that pain goes away. Oh, excuse me. That came out of nowhere. And the other kid, stuff some pasta down his throat, man. Get to that. You're a great dad, man. What you do for your kids is phenomenal. I hear you talking about changing diapers and everything every night, man. So kudos to you. Go be a great dad. Hockey fans, go enjoy yourselves a night of hockey. May your teams win. May all your teams win. Unfortunately, that's impossible. We know that. May my team win tonight. That's what I'm hoping for. And I hope to see you guys. If any time you want to tune in and chat and bring along your passion and your knowledge and just to have some fun for yourself, tune in next Friday. We got a big one. Rewind to the beginning of this stream. You'll know what I'm talking about. It's going to be a big one. As for everybody else, thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. You have yourself a great weekend too, Andy. The rest of you hockey fans have a great weekend. I'll be back on Monday. Until then, peace.